Hello everybody, have a great afternoon to every one of you. My name is Julia Bauer and I'm happy to welcome you to this webinar this afternoon. There are some business partners as well here on this call, but a lot of people who don't even know yet what we're really doing with this business. And so this webinar has its purpose to answer you any questions or to give you an overview of what it's all about and what we are doing exactly. Just to introduce myself a little bit, I'm living in Vienna. I was raised here as well, and as many of us, I was raised, go to school, visit university, and look for a job who fits to your studies, and so did I. I studied economics at Vienna University and then started as a human resources consultant. And yeah, then I sat there on my desk and thought, okay, this should be my next 40 to 50 years. And I just had a strange feeling. I didn't want to have that. And just felt stuck a little bit because I love to travel, I love to work with people, and I love to develop myself. And that was the reason why in the end I stopped working as an employee and started my own business, my international, my own global business. And that's the business we want to introduce to you today. So let me welcome as well Wolfgang Sonnenburg on this webinar. He's living in Switzerland. Hello to Switzerland.
Hello to Vienna. Hello, Julia, and whoever is on the call. Welcome.
You're a little bit not that loud to hear.
Okay, so I need to switch the mic. Is this better? Hope this is better.
Yeah, maybe you can speak out a little bit louder, but that's fine.
Okay, so, big distance.
All right. So yeah, Wolfgang studied law in Germany, and after that he was a lawyer and had his own tax consultant office. And he will tell you a little later why he also stopped working and doing this. And I would now suggest just take a piece of paper, take a pen, make notes, write down any question which comes up in your mind during this webinar, and then go back to the person who invited you today to join us here to get any questions answered. And so now, Wolfgang, I would suggest it's your time.
Thank you, Julia, and once again, welcome on this call, on this webinar, to listen to some ideas about what we call Life Unlimited. We choose this chart here as a beginning. I think it's possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary. Elon Musk said this. Maybe you know about this guy. For a lot of people he is known because he created the company Tesla, the car company, but he has a lot of other businesses, solar business. The company is working on how to bring us to planet Mars, and he has a kind of space company transporting stuff from NASA. So it's an extraordinary guy, at least today, but he started very ordinary. That's why he said this. We all can choose to be more, and that's what we want to talk about today. CIJA is a network marketing company and has its headquarters in let's say Salt Lake City is close to Salt Lake City. Lehigh is a town in Utah, and we will talk in between all the time a little bit about CIJA. You ever get an idea about this building? And the idea is unlimited life and that everybody deserves it. And we choose now another chart when it's a lot of words on it, but we couldn't resist to take this quote from Steve Jobs. When you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way it is, and your life is just to live your life inside this world. Try not to bash into the walls too much. Try to have a nice family life, have fun, save money. And he says that's a very, very limited life. life can be much broader once you discover one simple fact. That is, everything around us, everything what we see, what is created here, is just made by people no smarter than us, than you. Just they were there before. So as they are not smarter, we can change it. You can influence it. And once you learn that and understand that, you will be never the same again. And it is somehow what happened to me. Like you had said, I studied law. And what you need to do then is to create a law office. I got an extra education as a tax lawyer, had a tax accounting company, a lot of stuff like this, a financial consulting company, and even in the end construction company. So I was very, very busy, but I thought that's the way you do it. I created and organized a big office building, had employees, and a famous street in Hamburg. So, wow, great facade. I thought, you need to do this. But my personal life was not really fulfilled, and my soul was not really happy. Outside good, facade good, but inside my life not good. And once I realized that money is one part, and I really love to have a lot and want that you get a lot more maybe as you have today, but it's not all about the money, it's also how you live, how you spend your time. Is it fulfilling? You know, my dad passed away this week, and it was really touching also looking from this perspective, what he taught me, what is important in life, and in the end a lot of things were not important anymore. So what is really important for you? Is it something what you really created and discovered yourself, or is it something other people said that's important? And this is where we want to come to something what we call the real truths and relative truths. And there is a big difference where we want to point out where we can have an unlimited life or not. Real truths, we say, is just to understand really, real. We can't change it, really. Like we're living on a planet, in a solar system. There's a sun and galaxies and everything. On this planet there are mountains and oceans. This is what is real. The relative truth is something what we create as truth, that we believe might be true, but it's not necessary that it's true. Like I thought, I need to do this, I need to study, I need to have as a lawyer this office. That's the only way you can make a good living. After I got rid of everything, I have such a better life. Julia is sitting in Vienna, I'm sitting here in close to Zurich at the Zurich Lake. So what is Zurich? What is Vienna? If you look at the history of Austria, the borders of Austria changed in the last 100 and 200 years a lot. So what is really Austria? It's just a man-made thing. What about religion? Depends where you were born into. And a lot of people have a religion because they're just born into, it's not their conscious choice. But you see, people fight, make wars just because of man-made religion. And it's businesses. Some businesses go out of business, like in the music industry, you know, there were records, black plates, and there was music on. Today, a lot of people don't know about it. So it's what is really relative truth, like Steve Jobs said, how you need to make your living. So there is a big difference in real truth and relative truth. And the more we get aware, the relative truth is made by people, and then you can change it, discover for yourself, and decide for yourself what is your personal truth, what you want to live. And that's what we call life unlimited. And one part we just want to discuss here is what we call this life expectancy topic. So what you believe, what people told you, what people made you believe life expectancy is. If I ask around the globe people, they say, oh, 70, 80, that's the normal age we have. Maybe some are getting older. I'm 64 now, so I'm really interested that it with 70 is not too true. My dad just died with 88, so it's just 24 years. Do I have now only 24 years? So if you go in science, modern science says 120 to 150. In the Bible it says, my breath should be with you 120 years. So that should be normal. Why are we thinking it is less? Because someone told us, because someone made us believe it. Luckily, because of Facebook and internet, we see more and more that it's not true. There's someone who is 80 as a bodybuilder. There was with 90 someone still working as a surgeon. I just attended 2 years ago a car race here in the Swiss mountains, and the oldest race driver was 95 years old. The moment you see those things, it changed, and you know that was relative truth. Wow, we can live longer. Well, we need to understand it and decide something for it. For most people, when we're here in the Western world, life expectancy is growing. It looks a little bit like this, and there's in YouTube you can find a nice video, and I wouldn't call it really nice, a video from a Canadian comparison in the end of the age. And it's really true, the life goes for most people down. Maybe you also were told 25, from then on it goes down. And when I was 40, for sure, now it goes down. And in Germany, in Europe, America, Canada, and the Western world, the last 10 years are often years where people need to lay in bed or be cared for and not really living. They're existing, but it's not living. Vitality is gone. And that it's not normal, that is man-made, that is a relative truth. Because in nature, that is not there. No animals, and our ancestors didn't do this. They lived different, and it looked more like this, and that's what we want also to see in the future, that we are fit for the long and whole life, and then it goes faster down. But always when I say fit in the grave, in the workshop people start laughing, and then you know they can't really believe it yet. But if you can't believe it, if you're not going for the green line, you're planning and programming the red line. So don't program this. Even if a lot of people are doing it, they're just living wrong. They're not taking care really of the body. Because when we were really living with the nature, we knew what to eat, how to treat the body. And we forgot about this. If you go in a modern supermarket, you see most stuff there is just invented in the last 10, 20, 30 years, and it's most chemical stuff. And our body over the years, of the hundreds of thousands of years, is not made for chemical stuff. So what we need is a natural health revolution. Really revolution, because we need to think different. We need to get rid of wrong paradigms. We need to get rid of the idea what tastes good is good for the body. Would you go with your car to a gas station and just smell what smells best you put in the tank and the gas or take it for your machine? No, you would check out what kind of machine do I have and what kind of gas I take. And that's the same, we should learn to listen to our body what it needs, and it needs just natural stuff. In this way, we need to go back to listen to our body and take really natural stuff. This is a statistic from America. More than 2.8 million people have a problem and dying in the end because of poor nutrition. 100,000 of people are dying because over-medication, or even they got the medication prescription from a doctor. But another really important part is we all desk workers, computer workers, and I know I did a lot of mistakes in my past, and today I'm more fit than with 40. It's incredible to say this, but with 40 I was not in a good shape because I was just living in the office behind the desk and no really doing good for my body, my muscles, and the whole energy system. So there is a need to change something, but if we change it, we can live a totally different life. That's I'm now more fit than with 40. So everything is possible then, because it's a lie and it's not true that it needs to go down. It took a long time, but now in the last 10, 20 years in the brain science we know you can be 80, you can be 90, and you can create no new brain cells. There is no limit for creating brain cells. You can even create more muscles. Everything is possible. It doesn't matter if you got older. It's just the question, if you do the right thing, how you need to create all those stuff and get the body, give the body that what he needs to build it, and then it's possible. So, and here we come what CIGR is delivering for that. And CIGR, as the leader in the natural health revolution, is going back and saying here on planet Earth there are natural things that helps you to live a full life, a life with full power. And CIGR looked also at the plant, what we call Moringa oleifera, as a special plant, original Himalaya, but also a lot in India, and it's growing a little bit around the world now, around the equator. And it's a, as you see here, more than 500 clinical studies. So this is maybe the most surveyed and researched product, plant on planet Earth. And it's incredible. Some say wonder plant, some say God, tree, whatever, because it has nearly everything what the body needs. But the interesting stuff is not that it has all what the body needs. All this stuff what's in there, somehow it works all together. Because we know that if you want to have a special vitamin, you just can't take vitamin A without oil. Otherwise it's not working. You can't just take this, it's not working if you combine it not with that. And here's so much in, and nobody in the modern world knows today what really to combine that everything works. That's why the pharmaceutical industry, besides that they have artificial stuff, what the body and the cells normally are not taking, you're just creating expensive urine, but nobody knows how it's really working. But amazingly, if you take this plant, it's amazingly working. You get fitter, and I'm the first time in my life in the last 3 years while I'm taking it now on a regular basis, I feel my body has what it needs, and I'm getting fitter and fitter. So that is really incredible. And CIGR is a company who has a high level of science behind everything, huge level and desire to deliver the best, so it's high quality from planting, harvesting, the whole processing until it comes to us personally where we then can take it. It's amazing. And one part is that here is all this stuff in, like you say, it's amino acids, it's vitamins, minerals, and a lot of other beneficial stuff. There's also something what is really a kind of wonder. They use this plant, especially this the seed, for cleaning water. And we want to show you just a little video. It comes from a German TV show. Some quite famous guy. The one is more the classical TV host. Here, this guy, Frank Elstner. And he has a show called The Wonders of the Nature. And it's a kind of quiz. That's why you see soon 4 people, and he is just asking them, look, here is a glass of water, and it's dirty water. It's full of bacteria. And if there is a nature possibility, a natural possibility to clean it, that is the question. So they will offer different possibilities to cleaners. So and he is a host, a TV host, and he has a partner in the show. We'll see soon. He is a scientist, and so he will call the scientist now, and the scientist will come and take the glass, and then before he takes it for the test, ask the participants if they want to drink it. For sure, as everybody knows what it is, you see, nobody wants to drink it. So he takes us now to the place where he has three possibilities, options the contestant could choose. So one is a little stones. So if you get it to the stones, will it be then clear? This is feathers from goose. Will that help? Or a little bit moringa. And you will see now, first he will put the pictures of the guests there to show what they choose. So the ladies choose the stones. The boys choose the moringa. But nobody knows. It was just a quiz, so we're just guessing what it is. So Nancy, he was just a little bit from the moringa seed in the water. And then afterwards he will shake it a little bit so that it is, and then switch on or open the other glass stuff there that the bad water can drop and go through feather and stone. And this is in the process for 40 minutes. So they will go on in the show, have different topics. We will not see the whole show, but we will then see in the end, and you will see when the background here is shifting soon from the color, that there was a switch, so there is a cut to come then to the result. So now you see the background is different, so we're at the end of the show, and say, we need to check the result and then figure out who is the winner. So he calls the scientists again, and the scientist goes now back and shows what he has. So let's look at the glass from the stones. What does that look like? Not a big difference. Nearly the same. What is with the feather? Looks similar. And here comes the moringa. There you can really see with moringa something changed. This water is now clean water, and it's just a little bit earth tone here. I don't know the English word really. So you see he can drink it now. He dares to drink it. It's not a problem. So, and this is another interesting fact with this moringa plant, and that's why it's used in different countries where they don't have good water, to use the moringa plant to clean the water, that they have good drinking water. So that means for us that it's very important, because in our body we have 50%, or is it 60-70% is water. So the quality of the water inside of us has a lot to do how fit we are, how healthy we are. Because clean water can also really help to transport the bad stuff out. It's good for detoxing, especially our brain in the night is shrinking 20%, so that more water can go around to clean. And that's why a lot of people say, wow, I'm using the Supromix, and wow, I think I can think better and clearer in my head. And the other part is clean water can transport not only the dirty part, can transport also the good part. So all the good nutritions, the clean water can bring better on the cellular level. And that's a big part as well, why this seems to be working and giving us great results. You can ask Julia, what is your experience, or you can share an example what happened to people, just knowing before and saying before, we are not allowed to make health claims or whatever. We want to do this, we just can share some examples, and you just know here the plant gives the body something that the body, the immune system can do its part.
Yeah, I made many different experiences, especially in my fitness. before I came to CIGE and got to know the products, I've never thought about getting up in the morning and go for a run out in the woods, because my immune system and my whole metabolism wasn't ready in the morning to do something like that. And this changed dramatically. I'm now going out every second day at least, and enjoying that a lot. And especially also the muscles are rejuvenating better with Moringa. What I experience for myself, but I know a lot of other athletes who say the same. That's also very interesting. I have a customer in Great Britain who has a autoimmune illness and was losing hair all the time. Not that much at one time, but continually. And she used Moringa for 1.5 or 2 months and told me that the hair grows again. And that was just an amazing result. So just few of them, but there are a lot more to tell.
Thank you, Julia. There's a lot of examples of what's possible and amazing stories. That's why maybe they call it Wonder Plant. I just simply can say I lost in the last 3 months, but because I use it now regularly, the Supermix and the protein, I lost 12 kilos. And not dieting, not skipping something. I just added to my normal life and feel so much better now. So much more energy. Sleep a little bit less, but have more energy over the day. Oh, that is for me a wonderful result. So, if all this is so good, it's not only about Moringa, there is more to come, because a natural health revolution is of other products as well. And I just want to show you the CEO, the guy who is behind this idea of natural health revolution, and he is the top guy for all the products. Dr. Plant is someone who studied at Harvard University, so one of the best universities in America. He finished his studies with being the best in the whole course, but just in 50% of the time. So he is an incredible, intelligent guy, can do a lot of, we would say, multitasking stuff, so amazing that Harvard called him and invited him, well, says you're accepted for a very special course where only very few and high-level people come in. And he said, well, I didn't apply. And Harvard said, well, we want you. A lot of pharmaceutical companies wanted him, waved with big checks. But he said, no, I don't want that. I just don't want to create another pill. I really want to make a change at something different in the world. And he always had the idea, with a little bit nature stuff. He just calls, or names all the story from Mr. Semmelweis, Dr. Semmelweis in Vienna, just said, we need to wash our hands and reduce the numbers of deathbed, what do you call it in Germany, what would say, Kindsbett, death, so the young, when the women gave birth, a lot of people died there, women died, but by washing hands, the numbers were smaller. It's just washing hands. And he said, wow, there are so a lot of things we just like washing hands, or like using the best Moringa there, and you can make incredible bigger changes, solve more problems, save more lives than just with inventing a new pill. So he looked out where he could work and found CIGE and asked to work there, and is now the COO of CIGE International and the boss about everything, all the science. And you will see he is really science guy. Everything what CIGE is doing needs to be proved scientifically. So that is really good for us to have him behind all what CIGE is bringing out in products. So that is what we call the product part, and hopefully everybody understands that it's very important to, if you've never heard about it or not tried it, go and test it and use it just egoistically for yourself to just feel better and better. But we want to explain in this way, just simply in a kind of summarize why we're doing what we're doing. Because we believe in this natural health revolution. And we believe that we're living in a time that we really can all live our true self, to live happily, successful, and healthy. And maybe it's the first time on planet Earth where we can live like this and have money-wise everything possible for our wished lifestyle. It was not always like this, but now it is like this. But what we need to learn there is what is real truth and what is relative truth. And that's why we are talking about paradigms. We're not defining paradigms. We are discussing paradigms. We're challenging paradigms and about health, fitness, possibilities. Everybody should define paradigms, and we offer solutions that you can live really life unlimited. And exactly what are we doing is we're building a community of people who is supporting with knowledge each other to develop ourselves in personality, but especially also in health and fitness. Like I said, I'm 64, and I just in the last half year in the fitness studio was a machine and testing my biological age. I started with 78. Oh shit, I'm 64 and the machine says your body is 78. But now, just mainly using the products, I'm not really such a big sporty guy yet, but now I'm younger than my chronological age. And that is really a big fun part in life. And we are supporting each other in helping us to reach our individual goals. And therefore, we use and recommend the Zija products. And the beauty is recommending the products, and you can see here, it's the Supermix is the moringa powder I just shared. I used for my fitness and weight loss. But you see there's skincare, there's tea, there's other stuff, and little bottles there. This is this oil, essential oils, different plants for different topics for the body, that it even can help your body get things cleaned or and you see I have a difficult time always to say it's not healing because the law says we are not allowed to say it, but there's a lot of scientific studies what these oils can do. So you can share this, use it for yourself, you can share it, and you could be just a nice person to share it. But the beauty here is what Zija want to accomplish is, besides health and fitness and the personal development, the financial freedom. And therefore, Zija choose what we call network marketing, the sharing in kind of affiliate idea. You share something, and if then the people buy, you get a share of it. And this is a simple thing here. We call it just a binary system. I just share a little bit. I know it's for if someone is totally new with this topic, it might be not all in depth explained, but then please go to the person who invited you and you get all your answers, all your questions answered. And here you see the two possibilities. What we see where it's binary, it says you have the license of Zija, someone else gets the license, just $20, or if you buy some products, then you don't need to pay the $20, and you share it and people buy them. So whatever happens there in this, what we call organization, what comes after you, you get a little share. And the more people are having this, and the beauty is a lot of most products they have on a regular basis. And this can be also just customers, like your repeat order customers. They want the products, but they want to share. They just, oh, give me the products, and that's fine for me. So you can have both possibilities, have customers, or, like we say, build a team. And for building a team, there is also interesting in the binary system that was really team, and that's why I call it team place. You see in a binary, there's one and then two. So if you share it with a third person who want to join, you need to put it under one of the two. And the same for them. They need to put it under someone else and so on. It's a kind of mixture then in this organization, but that is really support in team. That's why more people have interest that someone else is successful with this and gets a lot of more help, and that is a beauty. But because this is not only all by done yourself, maybe what's happened in this type of binary system, there's the income a little bit limited. This is a symbol of the same thing, you and then the two legs, and the light white with the green surrounding, that is maybe what you bought, and the dark green from someone else. So if it's too much work from someone else, that's why it's limited. You get then here what they call in the lesser leg, and in the small print you could see it, there you got 10% of what it is. That's why here $550. But there's a limit, because it could be bigger, for just $10,000 a week. We are paid weekly here always. So this is just one option. Or let's say the second one, you could buy the products wholesale and sell it for the customer. You have this, what we call here the 10% leg team income. So no, 10,000 a week is not that bad. It would be then more than $500,000 a year, so it's not too bad. So, and then then the computer checks also what just comes because of you, because you started it, and all what comes after that, there's another pool, commissions, more and more. The more you do, the more commissions can come on top. I know you can't read it, it's just the idea. We have here the third possibility of adding to your income, so that you can understand that there's a lot of money possible for those who create more. That's why some people just doing a little bit, and some people say, wow, if there's a possibility, I want to do it full-time, I want to do it really professional. And that's why income in the network marketing industry can be a couple $100,000 a month. That's possible. And that's maybe understandable then when I got rid of my big facade, the big office in Hamburg, and have now no fixed cost, just my internet flat rate and the phone, and the rest is just how I live. So it's incredible how much more money I made after I gave up my law practice. So it sounds maybe complicated, but you see, Julia is sitting in Vienna, I'm here in Zurich, and whoever is listening can be in totally different countries. Modern technology allows us to do this. And CIGER provides us and all the people you bring in with wonderful, we call electronic tools. Everything is there. We just need to know it and share it, talk about it, or teach it. CIGER provides you with a ready website, shop for customers, everything is there, and what we call a back office. Everything what you need for business is there prepared. You can see in the green here on the side, there's my account, means everything for your personal data as you can put in there. Commissions, it's about commissions, it's ranks, it's calculation data, so you see something more from the your organization. Team shows more, whole binary system, the graphics which you sign up, the support from leadership. This is all in different orders, how you order, order ship things. Marketing is very important because it shows what all is in there. For example, we have also the CIGER University with a lot of education. But here in marketing you have a media center here, so there are videos in about the whole CIGER stuff. You can see a video about the plans, how it's growing, the science stuff, products, events, testimonials, everything is there. So it's all done by the company. The company is inventing everything, is organizing, distributing everything, doing all this electronic IT stuff for us. We have really nothing else to do. I just check this out, what is there, and share it. You have your own website, you can have directly a Facebook page, everything is there, you just need to use it. And going back to the commissions, then you can see also, what do I need to do to earn money? And you see, I call just simply here the dots here down there, there's different ranks so different symbols. And you see if you switch it, it shows your requirements to reach it. Requirement to reach bronze. You need to be there, have your maybe authorship or points, 75 points, that would be $75 volume in 4 weeks. 2 who have this also, and then in a total of 1,500 in one leg and a total of 1,500 volume in the other leg. And it's not need to be done by you, but just by your group or other people. Maybe the upline put there. That needs to happen. And you see the average income is already more than $1,000. And there's real numbers because it's changing. This is a real number. They say, oh, yeah, it's nice if I do it part-time to have an extra 1,000. Or if you do this, what gold wants, it's 4,400 in the leg, 4,000 volume in the legs, and you're close to $3,000 already. And that goes up, so it's easy to say. So if you have someone who wants $5,000 or $10,000 to earn, then you know exactly what you need to do for that, and then you can go for it and just work on it. So you see, everything is there in the back office. We're talking here generally in dollars or in points because it's an international system. So wherever you sit, you can go to Asia with it, Africa, America, it's all the same. Here, the so-called black diamond with the 30,000 a month is the highest number they show here. Then they stop. It's just of political reasons because we are not allowed legally to say we're healed. We're not allowed legally to say, wow, here the big money is guaranteed. So that's why they stop here with the high numbers. But a lot more is possible. But it's still network. It's not just signing and you get it directly next week. It depends what you build. But also black diamond is possible if you do it part-time, if you do it right. Because it's not only about you, it's about team and it's the people joining. So everything is possible here. So just to summarize how you can earn money with Cedra is retail sales. You buy wholesale and sell it to a customer. The team commission, the 10%, the leadership and all the other pools, the more you do, and it's up to a total of 10% as well. What you can get there, one-time boni, if you reach ranks, you get it. I said with the team commission, it's limited to 10,000 a week. If you reach a certain level, for example, last one, the black diamond, then you can get another leg. So then you have another possibility of the limitation of 10,000 would be already 20,000 a week. Car program, you get money for a car and a lot of incentives. So it's a lot of possibilities business-wise. And that's the reason why some guys here say, wow, look, that network marketing is really good. So the top investor, Warren Buffett, is saying, wow, one of my best investments is network marketing. Bill Gates, the legendary Microsoft founder, says in the future 90% of all business will be done in a kind of internet and recommendation, networking, direct sales industry. Paul Zane Pilzer, advisor to presidents, he says there will be a lot of new millionaires in the network marketing industry. And Robert T. Kiyosaki, the rich dad, poor dad guy, says, yeah, you make a lot of money here, and it's what the rich people are always doing, building networks, but also network marketing is super because you learn a lot. You learn to be an entrepreneur. So it doesn't matter where you come from, what your background is, you can learn it, and it's easy. It's no risk really, and you're investing your time, for sure. That's what you need to invest. and your energy and do something, but it's amazing what you can make out of it. So, and here comes my question. Just think, everything what we said here is true. The product is great, as it's doing the beautiful stuff for people, and you can earn in team a lot of money. Would it be then interesting for you? If it's all true. I know we just rushed through here to give you an overview what here the possibility with CIJA and Life Unlimited is. But if all is true, and then it's maybe interesting for you, then talk to the person. Like you had said in the beginning already, write down your questions. Keep your questions and ask a person who you invited to. Otherwise, send us via Facebook a question. If nobody would have invited you, but someone must have invited you, that you know that we have the webinar here. So ask the person. And I want to ask you before we finish here with a question. And I hope you have still dreams. I hope you still have the feeling that it was not all. There must be more in for me, living different, with better quality, more freedom, more fulfillment. So I hope you have dreams. And think, if that's what you're doing now, if you do this for the next 5 years, is that bringing you close to your goals? Then keep on doing it. Or maybe your goals higher. But if what you're doing now is not bringing you closer to your dreams, to your goals, then you need to change something in your life. That's at least my opinion. You want to be really happy when life is ending and says, wow, I did it, what was fulfilling. And it has nothing to do with CIJA. So please, please, if you're not reaching your goals, and if you're not on the way to real fulfillment and happiness and health, change something in your life. And if you're changing, we would be very happy if you do it with us, because we're here a community supporting each other to reach their goals. And that is maybe good to say what it could be your next steps, what it's possible for you. You could start as a buyer, just buy products and use them for themselves. You could be a customer, so you get accustomed to the products, and you want more. You want to learn more about natural health. You want to learn more and get the information from our partners. Or you will want to become a partner, do a little bit, share a little bit, or share a lot, or maybe replace your actual income in another normal job just through bonus from CIJA. That is possible. Or you say, wow, I want to become a professional. Depending on your background, you for sure might learn something, how to run a global organization with your partners. But it's easy to learn, easier than becoming a lawyer. Was more complicated. The most complicated stuff here is to make it easy, to keep it easy. But you will learn and earn directly from the beginning. Earning and learning goes here hand in hand. So we just want to be careful and say, okay, you will not be millionaire just by signing. Maybe it takes 3 to 5 years that you're that successful that you're a member of the million. So, and the next steps, buy the products, use the products, use it egoistically for yourself. Really, they're so great, so valuable for your body, you will feel it, and after a while you will wonder, how is it possible that I could miss out, that my body could live without it? Because our body needs something, because it can't produce everything, and most what we buy is not in what we need for our body. Then ideally it gets a license and share it, because just by sharing, other people who buy it gives you the possibility to earn from sharing. And then decide, if you're in the system, just be a partner, do this, whatever you want, or just learn to be a professional. We provide all the education for that. But for sure, please, again, think about relative truths. Get rid of old paradigms. Life is changing. The world is changing so much. and will change more in the next 10 and 20 years. So it's really, really, for not people necessary, but it's really, really a huge chance to live a life unlimited. And that's what we want for you. And now back to you, Julia.
Thank you very much, Wolfgang. There was a lot of great information. I hope everyone enjoyed that you joined today, this afternoon, especially if it's weekend. So please take your notes, take your questions, and go to the person who invited you to join us at the webinar, and make sure you get every question answered. It's very important. And then you are allowed to decide for yourself how you want to spend your time. Especially now, the weekends are always the time which most people enjoy most, because on Monday they have to go to work even they don't like it. So just think about what you really want, like Wolfgang said before, and maybe it's your way with Sija, and then we're happy to welcome you on our team. So enjoy the weekend, enjoy your time, and see you. Bye.
Bye. Have a good time. Life is wonderful.